Hey gang, it's your lucky day. Today we are going to learn how to make the fundamentally basic balloon dog. This guy is the premier balloon animal that you want in your collection because this is the foundation of all balloon art. So check him out. He's got a nose, 2 ears, a neck, 2 legs, a body, the back legs, his tail, and there's a waggly little pom-pom right there on the end. We'll call this guy Old Yeller. Now, let's get started. We're going to get a balloon, a little twisty balloon. These things are called by all different kinds of names. Animal balloons, pencil balloons, spaghetti balloons, but their real name is the 260. Why are they called that? Because when they're fully inflated, they are 2 inches wide and approximately 60 inches long. Now, we got to blow these bad boys up. And a lot of people like to put them in their mouth and blow real hard. Takes a lot of work and a lot of practice. These guys are hard to blow up. So you may want to go out and get yourself a handy dandy balloon pump. This one here blows air in both directions. When you pull it out, air comes out, and when you push it in, air comes out. It blows the balloon up a little bit faster. I like to keep mine on a little string. This way it's always hanging at my side. Now, we're just going to slide the balloon onto the end of the pump like so. And you want to make sure you hang on to it, because when you start pumping, the pressure from the air might shoot that balloon right off. So watch, what the air is going to expand when you blow it this way and that way, this way and that way, and it's going to get a little bit bigger. Now, you want to be careful not to blow your balloon up all the way. We need some of that tail left over, because when we start twisting, the air is going to progress into the tail, and that's what prevents your balloons from breaking. Now notice I've been holding the end of the balloon the whole time so the air can't come out. We're going to have to tie a knot in that little end called the nozzle. Now, there's any different way that you can tie the knot that's comfortable for you, go ahead and do it. So we're just going to loop it around like so and tuck it in and pull that nozzle out nice and tight so the air can't come out, and we have ourselves a fully inflated balloon. Now we're going to start some twisting. Twisting is real easy. A lot of people get nervous because they think the balloon is going to break. We use a technique called a pinch and twist. You want to start at the end where the knot is, because as I mentioned, the air is going to progress into that tail as we twist. But we're going to go down maybe about 2 or 3 inches there, and we're going to give a little squeeze, that's the pinch, and we're going to twist the balloon like so, and we're going to make our first bubble right there. Now, a lot of people think that once you twist that bubble, you can let go. But guess what? If you do, boink, it's going to come undone. You need to keep that bubble in your hand so it doesn't untwist as you move to the next one. And we're going to make another bubble about the same size, squeeze it, and twist it. Now notice, if I hold the first bubble and the last bubble, the bubble in the middle is going to stay there. If you let go, boink, they all go away. So that's the secret to balloon twisting. Holding the first bubble and the last bubble at all times. Now as we make a balloon dog, we're going to need 3 bubbles approximately the same size to make his head and ears. So we already have 2. So as we hold that bubble in our hand, we're going to fold it over and we're going to make a 3rd bubble. Notice I'm twisting about 2 or 3 times, and we got 3 bubbles in a row. They're not coming undone because I'm holding the first one and the last one, and we're going to bring it together. So these are going to be the 2 ears, and that's going to be the head. These areas in between the bubbles we call the joints of the balloons. So we're going to bring those 2 joints together, and we're going to twist the top. And it's going to lock in place. See how it is? The head and the 2 ears. Now once they're locked in place, it's the tension from the balloons and the friction that's going to prevent it from untwisting. So now the head will stay in place. That was pretty easy, right? 3 bubbles. We're going to repeat that. Now we can change the size a little bit. Maybe we can make his neck a little bit bigger. We'll make one bubble and a leg. That's your second bubble. And a third bubble, which is the second leg. Again, we have the two joints. We're going to bring them together and twist like so. And now our balloon dog is starting to come together. The head, the ears, the neck, and the front legs. Notice how our tail is getting shorter because the air is moving back there. So we make his body, and again, the body can be shorter or longer, but you always want to make sure you're going to have enough room for the tail at the end. So we're going to make one more leg, and then another leg, and bring those two joints together, twist it, and lock it in place. And now we can see our balloon dog is all but ready to go. We need to add one more thing, and that's the pom-pom right there. Now this can be a little bit tricky. What you want to do is you want to take the very tip of it and give it a little snap. It just kind of weakens the latex, which is what the balloons are made out of, a little bit. Now, we want to force the air from here into that little stretched out spot. So we want to kind of channel it so that the air can only expand up there. And we want to squeeze that whole bubble so that it goes just like this. One little squeeze, and there's his little pom-pom. And you can twist them up so it looks like you got a little bit of character. And ta-da! We have made a balloon dog, the fundamental balloon animal. Now, as we do further videos, you're going to find out that just by changing proportions, you can turn the balloon dog into other animals like rabbits, giraffes, cats, horses, etc. But you got to start here, the good old balloon dog. I hope you guys are getting excited because there are going to be more balloons coming. And don't forget to check out my book, The Big Book of Balloon Art by Gerry Giovinco, also known as Captain Visual. It's a newly packaged book, and I think you're going to enjoy it. There's about over 100 designs in there, and it's published by Dover. We'll see it in bookstores near you this fall. See ya, gang.